Help me out, Laura, would you?
What can I do for you, Bergrand?
Mourn my poor departed luck. I finally met some Banuk, keen to trade with Outlanders. Then, they up and vanished. 3 Banuk hunters rolled in a few days ago. No provisions, junk equipment, no idea how to strip a machine for parts. Asked me to outfit them for a long trip. And you know me, Aloy. I'm sentimental. So I did it on credit.
And they haven't paid.
Well, they tried. Just look what they did to this Thunderjaw heart. But that was ages ago. And I'm starting to worry about them.
Tell me, Bergrand, are you worried about their well-being or your purse strings?
A man can worry about 2 things.
Uh-huh. What kind of deal was this, really?
Just what I said. I was nothing but generous, Aloy. After they dropped this ruined heart at my feet, I even gave them another chance. Sent them to fetch a few other parts I need.
But you haven't seen them since.
Hide nor hair.
What do you mean they couldn't harvest parts?
Not uncommon with Banuk. That's shaman's work, you see. The hunters take down the machines. The shamans slice them up. No shaman with these 3. Just 2 youngsters sniping at each other. And that big fella, standing there smiling.
So if the Banuk don't usually hunt without a shaman, what's the story with these 3?
They weren't telling. But hammer to steel. It's not a happy story, whatever it is.
You said they asked you to outfit them for a trip. A trip to where?
Not sure. But I heard them chattering about the Sundom when they thought I wasn't listening.
So they're leaving Banuk territory.
Sensible behavior. Still, I get the sense this wasn't a sightseeing trip. They're running from something.
I'm not a debt collector, Bergrand. If I look for them, it'll be to make sure they're all right.
Of course, of course. Fires of the Forge, forgive me. I actually like these idiots. The molten steel of youth and all that. But if you do manage to find them, you could remind them of the deal we made. A scorcher claw, a loop of sinew from a stalker, and a snapmaw fang. If they bring me those parts, their debt's paid. And then some. Just make sure they don't bust them up too badly.
I'll consider it.
Last I saw them, they were heading northeast. Good machine hunting up that way. If you decide they're worth the trouble, you might look for them there.
To see.
Machines in the south suffer their own sort of corruption. Wonder what sort of chap Rafe is at.
Outlanders. You spend a week in the cut, then go... home to tell your friends how... the bandits...
Banukai, when the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small, it was she who led us through the frozen wastes. We also remember the ravenous tribe, who delighted in sucking the marrow from our broken bones. Everywhere Banukai and her Werak fled, the ravenous tribe were never far behind. Seeking a way to defeat them, Banukai went into the wastes and let the wind whip her cheeks. And when the cold brought sleep, she dreamt of light. She saw it behind the world, a great calming sheet of icy blue. And she saw something new. Herds of machines, each filled with the same blue light. When she woke, she knew which star to follow. She walked for many days and nights until she arrived at a temple built from sparkling ice. At the gates of the temple, she was met by the machines from her dream, who bowed to her as she entered. Inside, Banukai discovered the blue light bubbling from a hole in the snowy earth like a spring. You bid me come, she said. My people need aid. Will you provide it? The machines whispered to Banakai. We go where the light goes. For we are its chosen vessels. There is darkness in your heart. It cannot hold the light for long. Carry it to your people if you must. But the cost will be great. Banakai waded into the pool. The light reared like a nest of snakes and struck Banakai, piercing her skin, filling her up. Banakai did not scream, though she was in agony. Banakai did not collapse, though her limbs shook. She climbed from the pool and carried the light inside her. She marched toward home, and the machines marched behind her. As she walked, the light struggled to push its way out of her, but the machines were there to aid her. She sewed her body shut with their cables, patched herself with their metal, and kept the light within. When she arrived, the forces of the ravenous tribe had surrounded the camp. Although the light had left her with 1,000 wounds, Banakai charged. And because she held the light, the machines followed. The ravenous tribe killed many, but those in camp rushed to join the battle. They gathered pieces of the fallen machines and from them fashioned weapons. And it was with these that Banakai's people repaid the suffering the ravenous tribe had wrought upon them. When quiet descended, Banakai finally fell. The machines bowed their heads, and her werak wept. The light she'd held within her drifted from her wounds and rose to the sky, and for just a moment, before life left her, Banakai knew the truth of the blue light, and she felt peace. We remember Banakai, the first to crawl from the cave beneath the world, who brought the machines to us. When we speak the name of our tribe, we remember her. And we will not forget. We remember, Banakai, when the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small.
May you survive and prevail.
Who led us through the frozen wastes. We also remember the ravenous tribe, who delighted in sucking the marrow from our broken bones. Everywhere Banakai.
They say it was you who brought life back to the frozen Tallneck. What in the world did you do to it?
Sakuli's painting progresses. Wonder what it would look like in the end.
How long until the demon births the perfect machine? When will it happen?
What does the Outlander want?
I'm looking for Skuli.
You found her. Come, come. Let's get it over with.
Quite a view you've got up here.
It's a useful perspective. How fleeting we are when the world is so wide. From up here, you can see how the light paints across the land. Ever-changing. That's a lesson. All our marks will pass.
That outlook sounds a little depressing for a painter.
Haven't met many artists, have you? Song's Edge needs new stories. I scrubbed its past off this rock to start anew. But a new start needs new colors. Fresh pigments, like none have seen.
Araya said you could help me get the Wereax's attention.
Araya works in strange ways. But I've drunk paint to survive in a blizzard, so I'm one to talk. I'll get you noticed, if you bring me the pigments I need to complete my work.
Araya said you two were friends.
I paint about what I feel now, not the way things used to be. Araya understood. Most Banuk didn't. I would have been exiled if she hadn't had Aratak take me into their Werak.
Have you always been a painter?
I've always painted. But I wasn't a painter until I was driven out of Banur. Up there, the markings are eternal. They paint over the same lines, the same colors, over and over. As a child, I learned from copying them. As I grew, my heart sank at the familiarity. All of us Banuk might as well be trapped in glacier ice. We have the look of life, but never really moving.
These pigments you want. Where should I look for them?
Salts gather at the edges of geysers and hot pools. Crystals cling to the rocks and cliffs.
The Banuk rock paintings are impressive, but,
You want to know what they mean. That's not the right question, but I'll answer anyway. Some are a call to the machines. The sacred shapes you see on metal casings, or on a cauldron door.
do the machines listen to the call?
I don't know. Others, like mine, are a call to the tribe. You could say inspiration or prophecy. And sometimes even men listen, if the painting is loud enough.
I'll see what I can find for you.
Seek out the vibrant ones. A spring of sudden color among snow or rock or metal. That's its own reward. But I'd reward you as well.
Feel free to listen and learn, Commander. Always may suit you.
We remember, Banakai, when the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small. It was she.
Cold. Very cold. I get it. Snap this blue beam off carefully. Let's go. She's coming for us! Bandits aren't subtle. Clearing them out would send a different kind of message.
Where's the boss? Up and down where he always is. I think that helmet squeezes the rain. I hate these things. Takes forever to get it off.
Try lugging one of these scanners around. Can't even sleep on the job with it sparking all the time.
Saw a herd of show walkers and thought, uh-oh, could be a stiff. Wait, who went down? Am I here? Ah!
Corpse. Fight to them, you miserable chuffs! What do you got?
Still sniffing around.
Hold up, I'm scanning.
Gone! She's going up! That's one way to run. Don't let them sneak off.
Gang, fight back!
Get eyes on him!
Oh, wouldn't want to be you! Ah! Eek!
Time for you to hurt!
Up there! Got us a climber! Let's see how much of a mess you make!
She's disappeared! Eyes up! She's trying to get over on us! anything?
Cut him and bleed him.
You sawed-offs!
Get in there and do your worst!
That's enough.
Pin him down! She's gone! Well, looky who can climb. Ugh. Ah! Ah! You're dead.
A quick way down. That'll help. An alarm. Can't let them get to it. This won't give me trouble anymore. Bad day for one of us. I'd have to leave something else behind. Everything's freezing. The ground, the air, me.
Smells peaceful. I hate peace. A lot of people die peacefully. Not me. I got a feeling. Search the camp. Could any of you find a charcoal pile in a flat field? I don't think so. She went that way.
Someone over here doesn't look good. Hey, someone killed one of us.
Rost always said, patience.
Nothing there, idiot.
Got 13 notches on my bow. One for each kill I stole from you lards. Death's coming for you, quick! Regroup! You're dead! Somebody needs a killing, and I'm gonna give Shield yourselves, Gab. Ain't afraid to die. Ain't afraid to kill.
Full already.
I'm gonna shatter you! Gonna pick you apart shot by shot! More where that came from!
He's down. He won't be torching anything else. The Oseram's fire weapon. Could come in handy. Won't be long before the Werak finds out I took out the bandit camp. In fact, I'll bet my name's all over Song's Edge. Might be time to challenge Aratak.
Damon's markings are